There he is. There he is. There he is. What's up, man? How you doing,
Hello,
man?
hello. Just want
Welcome to another episode. Hey,
everybody to see that.
I see you, to Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
This is the episode you've been waiting on, man.
Oh yeah. I think I think the smile on my face tells
Yeah,
that story.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, and just because you smiling, I'm smiling. I'm like, he gonna enjoy this episode,
Oh
man.
yeah, for sure.
So, people, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Like Father, Like Son Sports Podcast. We
Hmm.
celebrate timeless bond of family through the love of sports. Join Tyler and I as we dive into the thrilling world of athletics, sharing stories, insights, experiences from my perspective, from his perspective, whether it's reminiscing about the past or discussing uh, the latest sports news. Uh, we aim to inspire and entertain. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's kick off an exciting journey through the heart of sports and family. My man, what's up, brother?
Hello, Dad. How are you? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm always good when I'm on a podcast with my son. What's up?
Exactly as you should be.
As I should.
Hmm.
All right,
So
man.
before we get into the topic at hand today, which I cannot wait to talk about, uh, we've been doing personal questions before. Um. So today, last episode, you asked me um, pretty much how it was for me growing up away from
Hmm.
you,
Hmm.
or just from us away from each other, states away,
Hmm.
and how that affected me
Right.
early and later in my life.
Yep.
Um, and at the end, you said that you still get emotional just thinking about it. And that
Hmm.
made me wonder, how was it for you? I can imagine how it must have been, but my imagination isn't always going to be the facts. So
Yeah.
how was it? How has it been for you? How was it for you during those times from the start to my teenage years when
Yeah. Well, your imagination can't run that wild. Yeah, that was a wild experience for me, man. Uh, just so you were my firstborn, so and a lot of guys when they have kids out of wedlock or whatever, they may just say, okay, let's charge that to the game, whatever, you know. Maybe when he or she gets older, they want a relationship, right? But uh I wasn't that guy, man. I really wanted children. When I really wanted a son. I fought for you tooth and nail. Because to be honest, in the beginning, neither one of us knew, right? I had to serve your mom and go through the courts to get blood tests and all that in order to find out that you were mine. And I had a girlfriend at the time, which sucked. It made it
you know?
made it hard on her and everything. So they take pictures when you take the blood test. They took my picture, sent it to y'all, took your picture, sent it to me, right? And and I'd never seen you before at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw the pictures before I saw the results, and it was like an out of body experience because you know I start getting
No,
start getting chills and stuff, man. So I sort of knew the deal, before I even saw the results, right? But the results confirmed everything, and from there it was a constant. It was just a journey to try and be in your life, man. Like I said, your mom and I tried. You know, yeah, y'all came down here for a few months, and Kansas. was calling your mom, but it didn't work, But that didn't stop me. I didn't know how hard it would be
Right.
because, yeah, because y'all were in Texas with me,
Yeah.
so that was easy, right? You was
Yeah.
there, but then so when we figured out it wasn't gonna work, uh, she went back to Kansas, and so and when all the legal stuff got worked out, I had to go to Kansas to get you and come back here, and we had to meet halfway and all this kind of stuff, and so the entire process was hard, and then just uh, going to court, not being not being or being looked at as someone that was a deadbeat because I felt that a lot just by going to court and the way I was treated, uh, you know, uh, and then from there, uh, not seeing you, even when a lot of times when I had, when it was my right to see you, I wasn't seeing you. All that was hard, man. That was times I would go to Kansas and it would be a blank trip. And if people don't know, from Houston to Kansas is 9 hours,
Yeah.
between 9 and 10 hours. And it was a blank trip at least twice. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, my family helped me through it, man, because everybody loved you,
Yeah. I
and
know that.
yep, and they kept pushing me, and just like don't give up, and so uh yeah, I would say that as hard as it was on me, my whole deal was trying to make it as not as hard on you as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? And however I needed to do that. If I needed to eat it, if I needed to just deal with some BS just so you wouldn't feel it, I would do that. You know what I'm saying? And uh, I didn't because I didn't want you to be no serial killer on my account.
No shot.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to be a good dude, good person, and you're everything that I wanted you to be, man. So it worked itself out, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was tough on you, boy.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, thank you for
Yes,
that
sir.
answer.
Yes,
That
sir.
really that touched my heart just now.
My man, my man. So why is Jacksonville on the screen,
I
man?
don't know. You're the one controlling the screen.
So we are going to put this on the screen, and so let's talk about today's episode. So today we are going to talk about the Cleveland Browns and their schedule, right?
Correct.
Last episode we talked about my Houston Texans and their schedule, and we picked how many games we thought they would win. So now we're picking uh, your team,
Hmm.
the Cleveland Browns, and how many games we think they'll win, right?
Yep.
And spoiler alert, Deshaun Watson is still y'all's quarterback, right?
Thank the Lord.
No, you
Yeah,
did not just say thank the
I
Lord.
did. I
Oh,
did.
you are so funny.
I did. Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, Lord, don't let me laugh. Don't let me bust a gut in front of all these. Thank the Lord. Okay. All right,
Mm.
baby. All right. So,
Before we get into the first game,
yep.
I would like to say this year for the Cleveland Browns is probably one of the most important years of the franchise in general. Um, Last year we were we were injury ridden the entire year.
Yep.
The most injured team I think in NFL history.
Oh,
Um,
is that what they said?
yeah, those were the headlines last year. Um, Deshaun Watson went down. He only played 6 games. We won 5 of those games. I won't count. I mean, we did win the Indianapolis game, but he only played he threw the ball like 5 times in that game.
Right,
He did not play that
right,
much. He
right.
went out pretty early. But we still won that game nonetheless. Not accredited to him, of course. He only threw the ball 5 times, but every other game he played in, he did have an impact on whether we won it or lost it. Lost it
Okay.
in the first Pittsburgh game. That was pretty atrocious for more reasons than just Deshaun. But um, we need Deshaun Watson to be Deshaun Watson this year. And
Yeah.
if he doesn't return to, we don't even, that's the thing. We don't, it was proven to us last year that we don't need Deshaun Watson to be 2020 Deshaun Watson. We would love for him to be, that would be best case scenario.
Yep.
We just need Deshaun Watson to be good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah.
We beat the 49ers last year with PJ Walker. We won games last year with Dorian Thompson Robinson. We won games last year with Joe Flacco.
Absolutely.
We started Jeff Driscoll last year.
Did y'all
And
win with him?
I'm pretty sure that was the Arizona game he played in.
Oh, okay. All right. Y'all beat Arizona with Jeff. How sorry was Arizona?
I could be wrong. I think I have to look back at that. I don't
No,
quite
I
remember.
mean, man, if you say y'all won, y'all won. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember. But the point is we started and were successful with 5 different quarterbacks last year. We don't need
Absolutely.
Deshaun Watson to be 2020 Deshaun Watson.
Yep. I
But we
agree.
do need him to stay healthy and to stay on the field if we want to be Super Bowl contenders like we can be. Because the
I
team we
agree.
have should be that and can be that.
Yep.
And after all we're gonna go through tonight, you'll see that I do believe that we can and will be that. So I just wanted to get
All
that.
right. All right. My man. I feel that. I like that. I like that. All right. So let's look at your first game
All right.
versus the Dallas Cowboys. What say you?
I think Cleveland is gonna surprise the league because everything I'm seeing is people saying Dallas is too tough of a team. Dak Prescott's too good. I'm sorry, but Dak Prescott, he's good. He's not great.
No,
This defense,
he signed a great contract, but he's not,
he's not
he's
great.
not great.
Daniel Jones signed a great contract too.
Oh man, he signed a elite contract.
He signed a phenomenal contract, not a
Mhm.
phenomenal player. Now, Dak Prescott is better than Daniel Jones. I'm not going to do him that dirty.
Mhm.
Um, but no, I don't have faith in them. I don't have faith in them. I think they're going to lose that game. I think the Browns come in and they take that dub quite convincingly. Um, I think our defense is going to be just as good as it was last year. We don't have a super complex defense, so it's not going to be hard to carry over everything we did last year into this year.
Mhm.
It's simple, and our players are bullies. And I think we're going to do just that. We're going to bully Dallas into a loss. Mm-hmm.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Now, my take on it is that Dallas is going to be pretty good with like I said, they got dogs at every level,
Yeah,
right? So plus you guys are playing, but you guys are playing at home though, so that
we
makes
are.
it different. But it's early. The weather ain't gonna mess with Dallas. I feel like uh, Deshaun needs some games to get his shit together. He should have played more in the preseason, and he didn't.
He did
So,
not,
so
but
I feel like Dallas is gonna get this first game. I feel like Dallas is gonna get the first game.
it
But
hurts.
But this is your show, man. This is your show.
There we go.
What you got? What you got for 'em?
There we go.
There we go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Don't make me start barking. I will.
Nah, do what you feel, baby. Y'all want to know.
It's all good. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
moving
yeah.
on.
Let's see who else we got, man. After Dallas.
We move on to the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville.
Yes, sir.
Another Cleveland Browns W. I'm a Clemson fan, as you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
I like Trevor Lawrence, as you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence ain't getting past this defense, man. Let me tell you. I think we're gonna eat him up. I think this is gonna be a number 95 game.
Yep.
Peep the jersey.
Yep.
Thanks, Dad. This is gonna be a number 95 game. Trevor Lawrence is gonna get. He better hold on to that ball because he's going to the ground. I'm thinking maybe 4 sacks from Myles Garrett.
Wow.
Call me crazy. I don't care.
Wow. Wow.
I think the defense is going to put on a show this game, and it's just going to allow our offense to also put on a show to show what we can do.
Yes, sir.
I like
Yes, sir.
I like Trevor. I like Christian Kirk. I
Uh-huh.
like Brian Thomas Jr. Not concerned with any of them. I think Ward, Emerson, and Newsome can lock all of them up pretty easily. I don't think that we're going to shut them out and that they won't score at all. But I would not be surprised if they don't score at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're left to only field goals. In fact, I see them scoring probably one touchdown and a couple field goals. Trevor Lawrence manages to get a score out when you least expect him to get a score. Just look at the Chargers game in the wild card a couple years ago when he threw 5 interceptions.
Yep.
And he came back from all of that in the second half. Trevor Lawrence can make something happen.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's going to be given the opportunity to do that in this game.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I feel the same way. I feel like for me, they're at Jacksonville. However, I think that their offense is going to get enough production from the defense stopping Jacksonville enough that they're going to win this game. They'll get their first win of the year, from my perspective. Right, right. For you have 2-0, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tyler. But I feel like, yeah, they're going to beat Jacksonville, and they're going to be 1-1.
Okay.
Next up.
New York Giants. I like Brian Dable. Not necessarily as a coach, but
Yeah.
I like him as a person. He's a jolly guy. He's a cool guy. Daniel Jones is going to be using his legs in this game more than he's ever used his legs in any other NFL game. That boy's going to be running for his life. As far as I'm aware, that offensive line isn't great. They may have buffed it up this year. I'm not too tapped in on that. But assuming it's the same as it's been, it's going to be a rough game for Daniel Jones back there in the pocket and down the field while he's throwing interceptions. Again, our defense is going to be just as good as it was last year.
Yeah.
And assuming I'm going into this assuming we stay healthy all year. I mean, yeah, there's injuries all the time. We may have some, but I'm thinking we're not going to be as bad. We're not going to get as hurt as we got last year. And despite how hurt we got last year on both sides of the ball, we still were the top defense in the league throughout it, despite it all.
I feel
so
that.
If we stay healthy, then there's no reason why we won't be having a crazy defensive performance, especially against a team whose offense is weak.
Yeah.
The team like the Giants. I couldn't tell you who the receivers on the Giants are. Um, I should probably peep that.
No, I got you, man. I got you right here, cause I don't know any either. So
Yeah.
they got Malik Neighbors, the rookie.
Okay. Okay.
hmm They got Devin Singletary at running back, Wanderlei Robinson at receiver, and Darius Slayton at receiver. They got Andrew Thomas at left tackle, Jermaine Elamunur. He's a former Texas A&M Aggie at right tackle.
Okay.
Yeah. Defensively, they seem to be pretty decent though. Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence the second, Aziz Ojulari, Bobby Okereke. Hey man, Kayvon Thibodeau. That defense got some hitters, baby. Deontay Banks. Shoot. Yeah, they may be able to stop some people, but
Deshaun is probably going to take some sacks.
yeah,
Probably so. He's a sackable guy.
yeah.
Last year, uh, here I have it written down right here. In our game against Baltimore, he got sacked like 4 times. Our first game against Baltimore, or yeah, he took 4 sacks. I think in all of his games last year, he took a lot of sacks. I'm not gonna do that math right now. He got sacked a lot in the few games he played last year. So
And he's a mobile quarterback. How is a mobile quarterback get sacked that many times?
it's because he'd be holding on to that ball a little too long,
And how
trying to make
he
a
has
play.
he like he should know the offense inside and out. Why is he holding on to the ball that long?
I ain't got all the answers for you. I'm just saying that was last year, and we're in the new year, baby. And as far as I'm concerned, he saw what happened last year, and he was like, "I got to get that ball out a little faster, a little faster."
I believe you're right, man. I believe you're right, and I believe that Cleveland will win this game.
I
I
agree.
have I
Hmm.
have them going 2-1. You have them going
Three
three
and
and
zero.
oh yeah. So the Giants, I think, gonna struggle this year. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they let Saquon Barkley leave. They back in the wrong horse
Mm-hmm.
in Daniel Jones, and they got Daniel Jones a weapon. Like if you can't get the weapon the ball, yeah,
What's the point?
it's not
Exactly.
gonna really matter, right?
Exactly.
And one of my good friends is the biggest Giants fan, so
Mm.
he probably had no but. Oh he got a lot of butts at Philadelphia.
Whoa.
I know, whoa is right.
Woe is woe is right because we play the Raiders next.
Oh, so y'all already overlooking Philadelphia. That's a loss. Anytime
No,
you overlook a
no,
team, it's a loss.
I'm saying our next game after the Giants is Las Vegas.
So why did it? So this is what happened. It Vegas was the second game. So you're at Las Vegas. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yep.
disrespecting Philadelphia now. Don't.
Oh, okay. I got you. You're right. Oh, so Philadelphia is yeah. They're a couple of games away. Okay. Let's go. Las Vegas.
Go ahead. You go ahead. You take the start on this one.
So I feel from what I know about Las Vegas. I mean, I don't think y'all defense should be scared of their quarterback. That's for sure.
I love Minshew. Not afraid of Minshew.
Yeah, yeah, he's gonna be, and if he gets hurt, they're gonna have Aiden O'Connell in there. You
Definitely not
know,
afraid of Aiden O'Connell.
yeah. So, I mean, but like I back certain, I back people. I'm a people person, not a
Hmm.
team person,
Hmm.
and Pierce is just made out of the right stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like what Pierce is made out of. He's got Devontae Adams,
He
Jacoby.
does.
And Gardner Minshew was also somebody that I was afraid of as a Texan because
Hmm.
he always came off the bench and beat us.
Yeah, he was
How the hell is this cat winning? You
he
know
was
what I'm saying?
good last year.
Yeah, but Las Vegas for me, what's putting Las Vegas over the top, and I do have Las Vegas winning is the coach Antonio Pierce. I think he'll have them ready to play. I think Gardner Minshew is going to be playing out of his mind, and their defense, and I think that they're going to beat Cleveland.
Okay, well,
What do you
I
think?
also like Anthony Pierce. I like two-time Coach of the Year Kevin Stefanski more though. Um, like I
I
said, I
feel
like
you.
Minshew. Minshew was good last year, and it was nice to see him play some good football, um, and potentially make the playoffs. It was cool. It was cool, and I liked it. I enjoy watching Gardner Minshew play. I'm not going to enjoy watching Gardner Minshew play in this game because he's going to be trying to force that ball to Devontae Adams, and it's not going to be going his way. I'm not going to say Devontae Adams isn't going to catch the ball and isn't going to score touchdowns because he is.
Right.
Um, but Devontae Adams can't be your only option. Not when you're playing a defense of this caliber. You got to be able to spread it to somebody else, and their receivers aren't. Devontae Adams is the best one there.
So you have Cleveland winning?
I have Cleveland winning yet again
My man, my man. Go
with a
ahead.
strong defensive showing.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I tell all our players, say it with your chest. And so that puts them in your book at 4-0
Or no, to
at
start off.
the the third at a third of the way through the season. Yeah, but
Yep.
4-0. All right, all right. Good deal, man. After Las Vegas is Washington.
All right. My heart is telling me we win this game. Unfortunately, the Browns have a way of throwing games that they have in the bag or that they should have in the bag. Um,
Yo, yo.
I like I like Jaden Daniels.
Uh-huh.
I do like him. I I really think and believe that our defense would tear that man up. But something's telling me the Browns are going to find a way to lose this game, and I think should be a game that we win. But I'm going to say we go to Washington and we lose. Close game, but we somehow find a way to lose. Maybe Deshaun gets sacked and it's a fumble,
Yeah,
and they pick it up and take it for a touchdown, or he throws a pick a little too late in the game when we needed
yeah.
to score.
But
Maybe,
Jalen Daniels plays out of his mind.
yeah, Jaden Daniels just decides to go insane
Yeah,
and
yeah,
completely outplays the defense.
yep.
I'm feeling like something's gonna happen. I I hope it doesn't, but I'm getting a feeling that the O isn't gonna last forever,
Yeah,
and we're gonna get it taken from us unexpectedly.
my man.
And I think Washington's gonna do that to
There
us.
you go. Okay, okay. Well, uh, I have the opposite take. I feel like uh, Cleveland's defense is gonna pummel this
Mm-hmm.
rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He does have some nice pieces though. He has Brian Robinson Jr. at running back.
Yeah.
He has Noah Brown, who they just signed, and
Mm-hmm.
Terry McLaurin.
McLaurin
Yep, at
and Jahan
wide,
Dotson.
wide receiver.
I'm pretty sure.
Uh,
Am I wrong?
at receiver, you talking about? They got rid of him.
Oh,
Yeah, Doc's not there anymore.
dang.
They do have Luke McCaffrey backing up Terry McLaurin.
Is he related to Christian?
Yes, he's his little brother.
Okay.
Yep, out of Rice. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, backing him up. Uh, so I feel like although Washington has some nice pieces, it's gonna take Jaden Daniels some time to gel and grow, and it's not gonna be against Cleveland's defense.
Yeah.
It's not. So I have Cleveland winning.
Okay.
So you have Washington winning. So uh, that puts your overall record so far at 4-1.
4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
4-1. All right. Do that. Now we are at Philadelphia. Strong test at Philadelphia.
Yeah. So at Philadelphia, one of the best teams in the league.
Yep.
They always start super strong, like really strong, winning games. back to back to back to back to back to back to back. They don't have Jason Kelsey, which does kind of suck. A lot of people think Jason Kelsey was the best player on that offense. Um,
Huh.
I'm not going to say whether you're wrong or not to believe that.
Right.
But if you do believe that, then I'd ask how much better than the other players do you think he was?
Yep.
And since the best player on their offense is gone, do you think that this defensive line will then be able to break through? I do, but I still think we're going to lose this game nonetheless. Jalen Hurts is a phenomenal quarterback,
Yep.
in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't give him that credit. I do, though. That's not just because he's worked miracles for me in fantasy football. uh, no, Jalen Hurts is incredible. AJ Brown is incredible. Devontae Smith is incredible. He is one of my favorite receivers in the league, honestly. I love our corner matchups for him and for any receiver, but nonetheless, I think that Philadelphia is going to edge this one out on us. Probably beat us by a couple scores, unfortunately. I I think our defense is going to play great. I think our offense is going to probably not.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Mm-hmm. Deshaun
not.
might have an off game, and he's
Yeah.
allowed that. We don't want that,
Absolutely.
but he's allowed that. Everybody's allowed off.
Absolutely. 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 Uh, so my pick is the same. I picked Philadelphia because I feel like they are the better team and they'll play like it at home against a top defense. They're gonna practice hard all week. They're not gonna take Cleveland for granted, and I feel like they'll come out with the W. So Cincinnati, the first game versus Cincinnati.
First game against Cincinnati. Well, last year Cincinnati was our first game, and I don't know if you know what the score to that game was, but I'll just let you know it was 24-3. Cleveland Browns W. Deshaun Watson pretty much had his way with that team. It wasn't just him. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it was, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, that first game gave us some hope. I think aside from the Indianapolis game that he
Uh
barely
huh.
played in, it
Uh huh.
was his worst game
Uh huh.
for us last year in just
Yeah.
yards and completion percentage,
Yeah.
but not in picks or anything. But we Kevin Stefanski just has Cincinnati's number. He just does. They did beat us at the end of last year,
Uh huh.
which I think was the first time they beat us in like 9 games or something like that.
Uh huh.
Um, and I don't know. I just don't see them beating us. Joe Burrow is great. Cincinnati's a good team, but
Right.
we got their number. We I'm always gonna pick us over Cincy, pretty much, because that's just all I've seen is us beat Cincy over and over and over again. They're one of the scarier teams in the league. Everyone is hype on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and T
Yeah.
Higgins,
Yeah.
except for Cleveland, because we just take them to muddy water and they're germaphobes. I
so
don't
yeah.
know.
So y'all beat them twice a year, every year.
Yeah, we
I
did for
didn't.
a while.
I did not know that.
Hmm.
So until they beat y'all, that's what you're gonna keep picking.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, they did beat us at the end of the last year, but still, last
Okay.
year anybody should have beaten us last year with how beat up our team was.
So I have Cincinnati winning in Cleveland. I feel like Cleveland's coming off of oh man, three straight road games, a loss to Philadelphia at home on the road, and they're just a beat up team. And I feel like Cincinnati's going to take advantage of that in Cleveland.
Mm,
I do, I do. But I don't think Cincinnati's going to sweep them. So that lets you know what my next pick is going to be.
okay.
Uh, and so you had a winning. So you have at 5-2 at this point.
Yep.
Okay, all right. I have them I have them at 4-3. So just a game behind what you have them at.
Hmm.
Mhm. Damn.
Next up,
Wow, man, this is a tough one.
spicy.
Yes,
You
sir.
go ahead. Go ahead. Take the start on this one.
Well, uh, it's going to be in Cleveland. Let's look at it, and it will be because Cleveland has quite a few. Well, they have quite a few like high leverage games. This not one of them though. This one is a regular game. This was at 12 noon. But they got a bunch of primetime games towards the end of the year. I think, from what I'm looking at. Uh, but this will be at home, and Baltimore is on a mission this year. So
Hmm.
I have Baltimore as my pick to make it to the Super Bowl, uh, and that's just because it's in Lamar Jackson's eyes. I see it, and
Hmm.
He got Derrick Henry now too. Is in Derrick
He
Henry eyes?
does.
He see it. Yeah,
He
yeah.
does.
So for this matchup, I picked Baltimore to win in Cleveland, and you know, in Cleveland. This is a tough stretch for Cleveland right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough stretch, man. They got Philadelphia, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And I don't have them winning any of those games.
Well. After coming off of our pretty much bye week of playing Cincinnati, um, last year Baltimore came to Cleveland and beat us 23-8. Was a pretty unfortunate game.
Yep, yep.
Um, I while I think we're going to split with Baltimore, I don't think we're going to win this first game against them.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to do to us what they did to us coming into Cleveland
Uh
last
huh.
year at
Uh huh.
23-8. I mean 23-3. I mean 28-3. Lord. Um, but I still think we will lose probably by 3. I can see us losing by 3.
Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
I do think it's going to be a battle. I think most of our divisional games are going to be a battle this year,
Yeah.
aside from our ones with Cincinnati, just because
Yeah.
we just seem to get to them. But we're not talking about Cincinnati right now. We'll talk about them again later. Um, Baltimore Ravens are a phenomenal team. Lamar Jackson is an amazing quarterback, the best quarterback in the AFC North, in my opinion.
Yep.
Um, their defense is just great. Kyle Hamilton, to name a person, is probably my favorite player on their defense. I like
Yep.
Roquan Smith. I think he's a little hit or miss though.
I'm, hey,
Um,
tough.
Kyle Van Noy is also good.
Yep.
They have Jadeveon Clowney still. I'm pretty sure. He's good. Scary defense, even scarier offense, just like us. Well, scary offense, even
Huh?
scarier defense is what we are.
Yeah.
But
You had me talking about her. Talking about just like y'all. So Cleveland's defense is scary. I just don't know what to make of y'all offense yet, man. I really don't. And I know y'all got Deshaun, and y'all got Nick Chubb, and y'all got
Amari
some
Cooper,
pieces. Yeah, but I
Jerry
just don't.
Judy,
I don't know what
Cedric
to.
Tillman, and David Njoku, one of the best offensive lines in the league.
Right. And yet y'all can be so much better. That tells you right there that whole as good as y'all look on paper, y'all aren't there until y'all show it.
And we will. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about right here. Hmm.
Yeah. Well.
But again, I do have us losing this game. Close game.
Yeah.
I have us losing them.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir. Yes, sir. All right. The schedule lightens up a little bit.
Versus LA, the Chargers. In the last episode, I brought up how I forget which team I was talking about when I brought the Chargers up as an example. But I
Yep.
mean, it can even go off of what my dad was just saying just now about how on paper our team is phenomenal, but it doesn't really always get shown that. Well, I'll give it to them. The Chargers have a new coach, should be a better coach than is a better coach than Brandon Staley. But in the past, the Chargers have been a phenomenal team on paper, and then they get on the field, and it's like, what am I looking at? This isn't the pieces are not connecting here. I hope that the pieces can connect for them this season, and that they can be as good as they should be, because I love Justin Herbert. That's my favorite quarterback in the AFC West.
Right.
I love to watch that man play. I remember his first game like it was yesterday. It's great. I love Jay Herbo. I think we're winning this game. We're coming off of a close loss to Baltimore, a team that we really, really, really want to be able to beat. And we're hurting because we didn't beat them and we lost. Yeah. And we need wins this year. We're going to we're going for the Super Bowl. We're going for the playoffs. We cannot lose a lot of games in a row, consecutive games in a row.
Yeah.
And I don't believe we're going to lose to the Chargers after a close game with Baltimore. Like I said, I like Jay Herbo. Their defense is nice, but like you said before, until we see it, what can we say about it?
Right.
And until I see the pieces sticking together as they should, then I can't say that they're going to beat us.
There you go. Go ahead, Cleveland. So, I believe that Cleveland's going to win this game, right, as well. I think that coming off of that 3-game torturous stretch, I think this is like an easy game for them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the schedule lightens up with the Chargers, and so in that respect, I feel like Cleveland is gonna do what it takes to get that W. Justin Herbert is gonna throw for 350 yards, and they're gonna rush for 50 something, and not win the game. It's just what happens with him. He throws, he does his thing, but they just can't win games. And so I feel like Cleveland's gonna win that game, and they're gonna break their 3-game losing streak. And in my picks, they are about to start a streak of their own. Bam! What's up? What's up? What's up, New Orleans?
At New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
I picked the Cleveland Browns to win this game. Derek Carr and his Saints. I don't know how to feel about them, honestly.
Right. Me too. I feel the same way.
It's kind of weird. I like Olave.
Dennis Allen is an Aggie. I'm always partial to Aggies, but I don't know how to feel about him as a head coach of the Saints either.
Yeah. Derek Carr is good. I don't want to be super low on the Saints. It feels weird for me to get on here and talk about the Saints like I talk about the Giants or like I talk about another team that sucks, like the Patriots or something.
Right.
It feels weird to talk about the Saints like that, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the game is going to be how the Giants game would be, in that we're going to have Derek Carr running around, trying not to get sacked.
Yeah.
And in him not trying to get sacked, he's going to throw some interceptions. And I think that it's just going to be our defense saying, "Hey, man, you gotta step it up.
Right.
This isn't going to work on a defense like our defense."
Yep.
And I think that we're going to take that game. That's just that. I don't see it for the Saints. I don't see them beating us.
Yeah. I'm the same way, my brother. I have you guys beating New Orleans as well. At New Orleans, But in a domed environment, I think you guys are gonna take y'all second straight dub and try and get back on track towards
Mhm,
making the playoffs.
mhm.
hmm After New Orleans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Look, I don't know which QB back there is going to be starting for this game.
I'm trying. My thing too. Like I don't even know who they got at quarterback.
It doesn't matter
It doesn't
which
matter.
one
Oh
starts.
shit. Oh shit.
It doesn't matter. I'm not. The Denver Broncos beat us last year. They did do that. Um, but again, with the teams that beat us last year, I'll give that to them because you beat the most injured team in NFL history. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow. Give them their flowers, guys.
I know,
You beat
right?
the most injured team in NFL history. Wow.
yeah,
Wow, Russell Wilson. I'm so
yeah,
proud.
yeah,
No, dude, get out of here.
yeah,
As long as we're healthy, you can't say that because you can say as long as any team's healthy, they can be great. But I don't see it for these Steelers. Um,
So based on who starts, Russell Wilson or Justin Field? Could
I
either
don't
one of
think it
them be
matters.
Cleveland? You don't think it matters?
I don't
Okay,
think it matters.
okay, good deal.
I think the
Najee,
fact that I like Justin Fields, not so much Russell Wilson. I think he's declining and not really improving at all. Um, I don't think he's rapidly declining,
yep.
but he's definitely regressing and not progressing. And I think by the end of the year, if Russell starts for them, I think by the end of the year, Justin Fields will be starting. At some point, they're going to switch it up, in my opinion.
I feel you
But
too because he's not going to be consistent.
no, he's
And
not.
yeah, he's going to lose games, and they're going to be like, well, let's go in a different direction now. Absolutely.
Um, it is in Pittsburgh, but I'm just not concerned. After I'm just not. I feel like I should be saying that I am a little more worrisome, but I'm just not. I have a lot of confidence in my team this year, and I don't have a lot of confidence in the offensive side of the ball in Pittsburgh. Their defense is going to be a problem. It always is. TJ Watt is a phenomenal player. Minka Fitzpatrick is a phenomenal player. Uh, I think who's their other defensive end? Is it Highsmith?
Uh, no, they don't have. What position you talking about?
Defensive line.
Oh, Cameron Hayward.
Cameron Hayward, yeah. Alex
Yep.
Highsmith though, he's a linebacker for him.
Yeah, Alex Highsmith.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Their
Yep.
defense is going to be a problem,
Yep.
but our defense is going to be a bigger problem for their worse offense than
There
ours.
you go. There you go. I agree.
And I think that's what's going to make this game for them, uh,
Absolutely.
or for us rather.
Absolutely. Yeah. Go ahead, Ty. And
I
so
have us.
Tyler, you have them at 8-3. I feel
Hmm.
like, yeah, like the defense is gonna be too much for Russell Wilson's noodle arm or Justin Fields lack of QB awareness.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with Justin Fields. He's good sometimes, he's inconsistent, and I don't know if Pittsburgh is the right place for him.
Right.
You know, especially letting Russell Wilson start over him. Uh, and so I have Cleveland winning their third straight. Yeah, Cleveland went on a little bit of a run. Cleveland went on a run. Let's see. So after Pittsburgh, is it KC? No, no, it's Denver. Yeah, there we go, right there. Yep, yep,
Hmm.
yep, yep. So Denver has what Denver have at quarterback, man? Again, I always start with the quarterback. Let's see what they got at
Bo
quarterback.
Nix.
Oh, okay, yeah, another rookie.
Bo
Good,
Nix,
good,
and I think,
good, good luck, rookie. And Bo Nix is the starter.
yep.
Yep, Jared Wilson is second. Zach Wilson, third. Hey, but the regular season ain't like the preseason.
No, it is not.
They do have Javante Williams at running back, Cortland Sutton
Hmm.
at receiver. Josh Reynolds is a former Texas A&M Aggie. He's at
Okay.
receiver. Marvin Mims Jr. Defense. Zach Allen, DJ Jones, Brandon Brown. Hey, yeah, I don't see anything here that makes me change my pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cleveland's going to win this game. Probably win in a blowout.
Yeah. I agree. They did it to us last year.
Yep.
We already know how I feel about that. They're not doing it to us this year. They better hope and pray that Bo Nix is healthy and starting in this game if they want to look any type of good. Because I'll tell you right now, if Zach Wilson is starting this game, Denver fans, you might as well give up. He's not. Zach Wilson isn't doing anything to this defense. He's not.
Oh
He's
no.
not.
Oh no. And they,
So you'll be lucky if Bo Nix does, and if he does, I'll give you some claps and I'll praise you on the show or something. I'll do something cool for you. I
yeah.
don't see it happening though. As you said, you look at the roster. There's nothing on there screaming this team is going to beat the Cleveland Browns.
At
Even
all.
with my Washington take on how that's a game we should win, but I feel as though we're going to do something to lose that. I don't feel that here against Denver, especially after the stretch that we'll be on going into this game. I just think the teams that we beat before them are harder than this team, and I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it, and I don't think it's going to be even remotely close. I like Bo Nix, and I don't say any of this to tear him down because I do like him. I liked him in Oregon. Um, I liked him in the preseason, but I like you said at the start of this, Dad. The preseason is not the regular season. This is real
Yep.
football. This is a real defense. This is a real offense. Yeah, there's nothing that I'm seeing on paper from Denver that's saying you're going to lose to them again.
So you have a Deshaun Watson led offense at 9-3 right now.
I do.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, no wrong with that. Well, what I'm at one, two, three, four, five. So I have them at 7-5 right now. Hmm. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Is it only been 12 games? Okay, so now we got all right, let's go. So now are we back at Denver?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, so we just did New Orleans.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, no, we just did
We just did Denver. So,
yeah, yeah, right here. My bad. I'm looking at two different things. All right, go ahead.
good.
Yeah.
So the Cleveland Browns last swept the Steelers in 1988. So it's been a long time since we beat them twice in a season.
Yes.
That changes this year.
35 years, 36 years. That
That changes
changes.
this year.
Oh,
Even my friends that are Browns fans would probably be like, Tyler, you're doing too much. We don't sweep the Steelers. That's not what happens.
yeah.
We at least split with them if they don't sweep us. I'm sorry. I'm looking at taking it back to quarterbacks. I'm looking at a regressing Russell Wilson and a Justin Fields who maybe Pittsburgh really isn't even the place for him to be. The place for him to be successful. He'll probably be starting Justin Fields, assuming he doesn't start, like, assuming Russell Wilson starts first I mean, even if Justin Fields starts first, I don't think Russell Wilson is going to overtake him at any point.
Yeah.
I'm just not concerned. I'm always going to be concerned about their defense, especially with how Deshaun Watson played against their defense last year. I'll speak on that real quick. He was sacked 6 times last year in our first bout against them in Pittsburgh. He threw just 1 interception and 1 touchdown, went 22 completions, 40 attempts, 235 yards last year.
My man, he I guess he actually got bumped off. Uh, it's okay. Yeah. Uh, so I have this second Pittsburgh game. I have Pittsburgh winning. Yeah. I don't think Cleveland's gonna sweep them. My
My
man, what's
fault,
up?
everybody.
Yeah.
Accidentally clicked off of it.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying. At Pittsburgh, he got sacked 6 times last year. He threw a pick. Only threw 1 touchdown. Nick Chubb blew his knee up. It was a bad time in Pittsburgh last year. We're looking to get that game back. Um, I project this will be a Nick Chubb game. You guys took me out last year. I'm going to take you guys out last year. We haven't swept you guys since 1988. You said it was 35 years, something like that.
36. Uh huh.
36 years.
Uh huh. Uh
Yeah,
huh.
this is like I said at the start of this. This year is a statement year for Pittsburgh. It's either going to say we are the team that we've been saying we are, or it's going to say we're the team that everyone else thinks we are. We're the Browns. The Browns are the Browns.
Right. Right.
And I think this game this is a statement game. It's an important game. It's in Pittsburgh. Um, it's late. I mean, not super late, but we need wins. We need to continue to get wins to continue to show the nation that Cleveland is serious.
So
We're not
what? So
playing games anymore.
what's your prediction?
Cleveland win. Cleveland
Okay.
win. I'm starting to sweat. It's getting hot in my room right
It's
now.
getting hot in here. Hey man, if Cleveland goes 10-3 in the first 13 games, it's gonna really get hot. You're gonna be like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like, what is going on? If Deshaun is the quarterback for all 13 of these games, then he should have some kind of publicity for the Pro Bowl or All Pro or something.
You should be in the comeback player of the year race.
Well, he, how many? So he missed most of last year. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was absent a lot last year. So
Okay.
that too, absolutely.
What's your opinion?
Uh, they beat Pittsburgh the first game. I don't think they're gonna beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. So I have Pittsburgh winning at Pittsburgh.
That's okay. That's fair. I can understand that.
Damn, KC.
Okay. I've made it pretty clear on past episodes my opinions on the Kansas City Chiefs. Not a fan. Far from it.
I hear you.
However,
Though. Yeah.
Man, I feel like we can beat them. I actually, in fact, know we can beat them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Patrick Mahomes, and I'm picking Kansas City to win. I don't want to do it. But I feel like it's going to happen.
Hey,
It's
man.
going to happen. We're coming off a big win. It's our first time sweeping the Steelers in 36 years. We're 10-3. We're on top of the mountain right now, or we're close to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And then we run into we run into the king of the mountain pretty
The
much.
defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah,
I hear
and
you, man. I feel
they are. While I think our defense, I know I'm talking about the defense a lot, but the defense is a big part of this
that's
team.
all y'all got.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Anyways, it's a big part of this team. The biggest part of this team, you could say.
Yeah.
Um, our defense is going to play phenomenally, but we'll probably be sore and tired from the Steelers game. The AFC North, just as a division in general, are
Yep.
very physical and very bullying. And anytime you play an AFC North team, you're still sore going into your next game.
Mm-hmm.
You still feel
Mm-hmm.
that, and we feel it nonetheless, despite being more used to it because we play each other all the time. We still feel it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think we will be feeling it. And had we not played Pittsburgh, maybe if we were coming to Kansas City after playing Denver or something, it would be different. But we're coming in after playing Pittsburgh. Yes, our spirits will be high, our morale will be high, but our bodies will be tired. And Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football. He,
So ain't
I'm
no
not,
shame in losing to him.
I'm not all that hype on his receiving core, but he still does have Travis Kelsey. Um, Xavier Worthy's probably going to be pretty good. It's hard to be bad when you have Patrick Mahomes throwing you the ball, unless your name
Mm-hmm.
is Kadarius Toney. Um, but yeah, they do have Pacheco. Pacheco's good as well. Um, I can see Kansas City beating us and knocking us down a notch and reminding us that hey, we may have just achieved some great things last week, but we're not there yet. We really need to
Right.
knock it down. So
Well, hey, and yeah, I mean, I concur with that. Although I picked Cleveland to beat Kansas City.
oh, okay, I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
So I feel like uh, after a tough road loss to Pittsburgh, they're going to come back home knowing that they've got to win probably three out of the next four games just to make the playoffs. From my
Mm-hmm.
schedule, not yours, but from my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
From my wins and losses, they got to win three out of the next four, out of their last four to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that starts with Kansas City. I feel like they don't get it done.
Okay,
Yeah, Kansas City gonna be on that bullshit, and they gonna, they gonna slip up.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
that.
yeah. So you had them losing. Hold
Yep.
on. So you have them at 10-4, 10-5 right now. What we have them at?
Um,
Oh, they got three more games, so 10-4.
yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next game is Cincinnati. Bam.
Well, I kind of spilled the beans on what I thought about this uh, earlier.
Yep.
I have another Cleveland Browns W against Cincinnati. Pretty much, I'm going to say the same things. We just have their number, and I feel like this year we know we need it more than ever. Last year they did beat us in the last game of the season. It was like 31 to something. I don't remember exactly. I'll actually look real quick just because I want to. Last game of the year last year, yeah, they beat us 31-14. Tough, but again,
Wow.
super injured team. Um, they weren't able to beat us for so long before that. So it took our whole team being not whole team, but a lot of our team being hurt and not playing on the field for them to beat us in a dominant fashion.
Right.
Like I've said, going off of assuming we're in good health and we're not in as bad of a place as we were last year,
Yep.
I see no reason as to why we can't sweep them like we've done before. Um, and I think we'll do just that. Joe's
Yeah.
gonna get sacked by us. Joe's gonna probably throw one interception at least. He's gonna get sacked at least 2 or 3 times. Um, Probably throw a pick, and Deshaun Watson is just gonna have a phenomenal game against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's gonna have a phenomenal game against Cincinnati. Yeah, I don't see us losing to Cincy at all this
Okay.
year.
And I have you guys split with Cincinnati. I have you guys winning the second match at Cincinnati. So yeah. I have you guys win or go home. That's win number 9
Mm,
for y'all. So y'all are 9-6 right now on my board. Uh, and y'all take care of business at Cincinnati.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Versus Miami. What do you think?
This is a little harder. Um, Miami's a good team.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I guess I'm a little concerned, not super concerned on the cornerback matchups with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle,
Uh
and definitely not concerned about Braxton Berrios. But I
huh.
mean, as a returner, he's got a few return touchdowns before they made the switch to the rules that favor the returner more.
Right.
So I mean, that might play a part in it, but I don't think so all that much. Um, I got us at 11-4 right now. 2 games left in the season. We need wins.
Yep.
Just came out of beating Cincy, easy game.
Uh
Mm,
huh.
it's tough. It's tough. Like you'd think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
there'd be other games that are tough for me to pick. Other
Right.
games I've been way more confident about that you'd be like,
Yep.
uh, I'm gonna say Cleveland. I'm gonna stick with my guys. Um, I could see us losing. I will say that I'm not. It's not surefire confidence like it is like I'm talking about Cincy or the
Right.
Giants
Yep.
or
Yep. Yep.
any other team, but
Right.
I do have us winning. It's late. We want to win. We will need to win because I know that we will be battling with the Ravens to win the division.
Yeah.
Um, so we'll need to win, and I think we'll go and we'll get it done.
Yeah. And I have you guys beating Miami as well.
Mm,
Yeah. It is a necessary game. I have you guys beating Miami, getting
it's
to
gonna be
10
cold.
wins.
It's
Yep.
gonna be
Yep.
cold.
Yeah. Yeah. In Cleveland. Yep. That's going to play a part in Tua not being accurate, right?
Mm-mm,
The receivers not catching catchable balls,
mm-mm,
and you guys are going to take that dub.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. So y'all get to y'all get to 12-4 in your book. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
are 10-6 with me right now. Uh, and let's see what happens with this last game.
Big game at
Yeah.
Baltimore. Actually, go ahead, Dad. You take the start of this.
Yeah. I think, like I said before, I think Baltimore is on a mission, and I think they're gonna sweep Pittsburgh. Uh, they'll probably take one from Cincinnati, and I think they're gonna sweep you guys. And so, if I'm not mistaken, yep, I think they're gonna win this game, and it's gonna be at Baltimore. The only way that I think maybe they don't sweep y'all is if they have nothing to play for, and they don't play, and maybe y'all do have something to play for, right?
Right.
You guys will probably be playing for a wild card because Baltimore will probably be 2 or 3 games up for the division. But if you guys are playing for the wild card, you're not sitting Deshaun, you're not sitting Chubb, you're Miles Garrett playing, right?
Right.
And in my book, it's just to get to 10 wins,
Mm,
right? And so, but I don't know, in and not knowing the scenario, I'm picking Baltimore.
gotcha.
So y'all are 10-7 in my book to finish the season.
Well, sitting at 12-4
Hmm.
with having swept Pittsburgh and Cincinnati.
So if y'all are at 12-4, What is Baltimore at?
I'd have to go look at their schedule real quick.
No, you have to look at just what do you think they'll be at? Just what do you think they'll be at? Like if y'all are 12-4, because obviously y'all only play each other twice.
Right.
But if y'all are a 12 or 13 win team, do you think they are as well, or do you think they're two
Yeah, I
games
think so.
less
Yeah,
than y'all, or what?
I think they're also a team like that. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then this game could still come down to the division, even though y'all are 12-4.
Right. 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 And
Okay,
that's what I think we'll be playing for.
okay,
Um, we lost to them already. I did have Baltimore beating us earlier.
yeah.
Still close, but closer than it was with what they did to us last year, but still losing. And I have a splitting, and I know I don't sound confident in saying that, and that's because I'm not all that confident in it. But I'm still gonna pick my team at the end of the day. We do split with them. We split with them last year.
Okay,
Um, and I think it can happen again. We've been playing like crazy, assuming I'm correct, and we are in the position that I say we are when it gets to this game. We've been playing like crazy. We want to win the division. We don't want to just settle with a wild card. We want to win the division,
yeah, okay, okay.
and that's what we're going to be playing for, and that's what we're going to walk in Baltimore and get.
My man, my
Yeah.
man. So Tyler has them going. Drum roll, please. 13
13 and
and
4,
4.
baby.
Hey, that's
Woo,
Super Bowl
woo, woo,
caliber
woo,
right
woo.
there. Who let the dogs out?
Woo. Yes,
That's
sir.
Super Bowl. Yeah, that's Super Bowl caliber right there, man.
It is. And
Hmm.
we're a Super Bowl caliber team, and we're going to prove it this year. We're going to prove it.
Yeah.
And if I'm completely wrong, what can you blame me for having confidence in my team? You can't. But I'm
Uh,
not going to be.
I can't blame you for having confidence in the defense, but I don't know how you've seen enough in the offense to have this type of confidence. That's my whole thing.
I just
Or
do. I just do.
so it's
You.
blind. So it's blind confidence.
I don't want to say it's blind. I've seen Deshaun Watson play, and I've seen what he can do when he's in there. He can get sacked a lot,
Right. Right.
but he can still get us to a W as he did plenty of times. And if he doesn't continue to just be if he stays in the field the whole season, then there's no reason as to why we can't be a 13 and 14. Last year he played in 6 games. He lost one, and then one of the ones we won he really barely even played in. So I
Yeah.
won't count it for him. So he
Right.
won 4 games with us, for us. I mean,
Yeah.
with us and for us. It was a team effort, but nonetheless, when we have Deshaun Watson and he plays good football, we win
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And our defense last year, without Deshaun Watson, won us games. With worse play than Deshaun Watson, won us games. That's a fact. So when you put those two things together,
Yeah.
that's a lot of W's. That's a lot of W's on a
Yes.
schedule that's not super hard. The hardest part about our schedule is our divisional opponents.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which y'all play twice.
And unfortunately, for our divisional opponents, one of them we beat them so much so often that I have no doubt that we will sweep them again, being Cincinnati. Another one, they don't even know what's going on in their own locker room right now.
Yeah.
Nobody on the team likes Russell Wilson. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's something we don't bring up enough. I don't think I think that matters. Probably not as much, probably not a lot,
Right.
but the fact that nobody on their team likes the quarterback that's probably going to start at the beginning of the season,
Yep.
that's going to affect how they play on the field. We don't like you, dude. Stop getting mad at me, dude. I'm not like stop yelling at me, dude. Stop talking
Yep.
to me. Don't
Yep.
talk to me, dude. I don't like you. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson don't like each other. How are you have a veteran quarterback, which veteran presence is good for a younger guy. It's
Right.
not in this scenario because they don't like each other. Maybe they can put that past them because they are players. At the end of the day, they've been playing this game their whole life. Maybe they can
Right.
put it aside, but it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like they don't want to be in the same room together, let alone on the same field or on the same bench.
Right.
And I think that matters. And I think it's going to matter. Mike Tomlin is a great coach. Always has a winning record somehow. Had a winning record with Kenny Trubisky. I mean, not Kenny Trubisky.
We have good
Kenny
players.
Pickett,
That's how.
Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph. Somehow he made it 9-8. Somehow. Hats off to you.
Right.
But are you going to be able to do that forever?
Right. That's the thing.
People love to say he always has a winning record. So they just assume he's going to continue to have a winning record. And that's fine. But is it gonna happen again? I don't think so. I don't. George Pickens is cool. He's kind of immature though. Who's another receiver they have? They don't have Deontay Johnson anymore. Oh, let me go look. I'm blanking out.
No, man. That's cool, man. So you got them at 13-4.
Yep.
I got them at 10-7. So
and I do, before we get out of here, I do have a prediction.
Go ahead.
A prediction for the 2024 Browns, aside from my record prediction.
Oh, okay.
Amari Cooper has never had a double-digit touchdown season.
Wow. Not even with the Cowboys?
He's had 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
I think he's like consecutive ones, and he's coming off of one last year, but he's never had a double-digit touchdown season.
10.
And I think
11,
this is the season for that.
Okay. All right. I feel you. He's in Cleveland.
I'm sorry?
Okay. He's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking 10, 11 touchdown season from Amari Cooper by himself.
Hey, man, we need to play that in Vegas. I'm sure they got a prop bet for that.
I'll put it on.
I think that's a decent prop bet. That's why I said that.
So, you guys that are gonna watch this, Browns 13-4. Look at this delusional Browns fan.
Hey, man,
you're gonna eat your words at the end of the season.
My man, there you go. Stand on it. Stand 10 toes deep in it.
You can't. The Browns is the Browns us anymore.
You sure can't.
Because look at what the Browns did last year being the Browns. We made it to a wild card. Yes, we lost in upsetting fashion. I know. But we still made it nonetheless.
Yep.
5 quarterbacks. Best defense in the year. Most injured team in NFL history. I don't think people understand how crazy that is.
That's very crazy.
The most injured, I think the percentage was like 26% of our team was injured.
Who said that?
I'm looking it up right now.
Because I'm like, there's been a lot of injured teams over the years. Yeah. So,
it's maybe not the most, but one of the most.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm seeing right now.
Yep. Oh, okay. You know what, man? I've been watching this new series. Mm-hmm. Or it's an old series, but I've been watching it. I've been watching it again. I just finished it yesterday, called Prison Break. I don't know if you remember that. Mm-hmm. But you look like the lead character with the hoodie on the beanie on your hair. You look like the lead character in Prison Break. But
Prison Break isn't that? What's that guy's name? Yeah. Have you seen the DC Legend of Tomorrow show?
No.
Okay, well the guy, I know what guy you're talking about. He plays a character in that show.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else going on, man?
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow for a festival.
Okay.
I'll be gone for a week. You know,
Yes,
I had to
sir.
pan my bed out of my camera because it's pretty messy. I've been throwing clothes around trying to pack and figure out what I'm gonna take and stuff.
Hey, that's all
But
good,
yeah,
man.
I'm gonna continue packing once we get off of here.
What time y'all leaving?
Uh, we have a couple places to go before we leave town, but we're gonna leave town around like noon or 1.
Oh, okay. And it's
Mm,
in Kansas City?
yep, I'll be in a forest for 5 days.
Man, so you a regular
Mhm.
you camp out and stuff.
Yep, I got my tent.
When did you start doing that?
Got my tent right here.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm I the first year I went, I was supposed to go in 2020, but then the pandemic happened, so they
Uh,
canceled it, and my tickets rolled over to 2021. And I went every year since then: 2021, 22, 23, and now 24.
wow, wow.
hmm It's
That's
like
awesome.
it's like the highlight of my year. Every year I go,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
greatest time.
How many of y'all going this year?
This year, well, I have another friend group that's going
Yep.
tomorrow, but we usually don't camp like all with each other. That'd be a lot of people. We'll probably
Oh,
camp
okay.
close to each other this time, but
Yeah.
with the people I'll be camping with, there'll be 4 of us.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
that's
gonna be a
cool,
great
man.
time.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
I'm excited for you, my brother. Shit.
hmm But don't think just because I'm gonna be out in a forest all weekend that I'm not gonna be keeping up with football and watching games. Because I will for sure be watching our game. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll definitely be popping in and keeping tabs on all the other games. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool,
we'll
man.
still have a
Cool.
lot to talk about.
Yep. Yep.
I
Uh,
Another thing I wanted to bring up.
what's
Um,
up?
Miles Garrett is going to be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation again this year.
That's
He's
not a
coming back.
that's not a hot take.
He's coming back. I know it's not a hot take, but still wanted to get it out there just so y'all know where I stand. Just so y'all
Yeah.
know where I stand.
Hey, man. Let's see. Do I have a hot take for Cleveland? My hot take would be Deshaun Watson throws for 4,000 yards. That's a hot take.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. That's what
Hey,
I like to hear.
it's a bunch of ifs with that, right?
There are a bunch of ifs. Yeah, you're right.
If he can stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
if his weapons can stay healthy,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
If his offensive line can stay healthy.
bunch of ifs. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
I see four. If they win 13 games. Oh yeah, he threw for 4,000 yards.
For sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot. Well, good deal, man. That wraps up another show. Yay! Yes, sir. Love it,
Number
man. Love
5.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 5, man. This is the Cleveland Browns episode.
Yep. All right,
Yep.
everybody. I'll see y'all later. Love you, Dad.
Hey, love you too, man. Have fun.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.